Yes, indeed, man. It is a real one's birthday. It ain't my birthday yet, but you know what I'm saying? By the time we get this video drop, it might just pass. So down below in the comments, say happy birthday, dude, if you mess with the gas station gang, you know? We got a real important discussion to be talking about today, right? Now, judging by the title of the video, you know what we about to get into. Now, you see, I got the drip on today. I got my antennas back, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, another thing real quick. Before we dive deeper into this pressure banger I got for y'all, as you see, Esco Leaf, bro, shout out to them. They hooked your boy up with, you know, boxes of their product, man. These leaves right here, I'm not gonna lie to you, they roll up pretty good. And speaking of rolling up pretty good, yeah, it looked like I pearled it. I'm gonna show y'all in a minute, you know what I'm saying? I gotta let about 30 more seconds pass, you know what I'm saying? Strike two, baby, we can't play. Hey, what's good with the gang? A lot of you may know by now, but for the ones who don't, we have received our second strike on the channel recently, which means we only got one more strike left, and that just ain't right. So YouTube's community guidelines are, you know, forever confusing. So with that being said, enjoy this sweet disclaimer. It's your boy Deezy. Welcome back to DeezysGasStation. And you know what I'm saying, I woke up in a pretty good mood this morning. I don't know whether it's because my birthday coming up or something, but like usually I don't celebrate my birthdays. I'm not really hype about my birthdays, but this year your boy is finna be 23, man. The clock is definitely ticking a little too fast. Now look, man, I hope everybody is having a beautiful day. As always, I hope everybody is out here flourishing and doing what they love to do. You feel me? A little message of the day. Now look, diving into the topic of today's video, everybody smoking gas, everybody, you know, claiming that they smoking that za, but you know, some people really is smoking za and others just think what they smoking is za, but it's not really. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get into that. Overall, the main question that made me do this video was, what is good weed? Deezy, man. How do I know whether I got some good green or not, man? Now, the answer to that is, you know, it's a lot of variables that go into it. You know what I'm saying? Your preference, whether you like that fruity kush or you like that doo-doo kush, whether you like that fluffy kush or you like that dense kush, whether you like that sativa or that indica or that hybrid, you know what I'm saying? It all depends on what your preference is. As you can see, dude, we got the Esco Leaf. This is the OG Esco Leaf right here, dude. Not gonna lie to you, bro. These roll up like so easy. If you get a fresh pack, I haven't had a bad pack yet, but you know, pretty sure it's a couple. There's a couple bad packs in every box in here. Same with every brand, but I have not come across a bad pack yet. So all I can say is they bussin'. What makes some good green actually good? You know what I'm saying? Lately, within the past, I want to say 5-6 years, bro, it has been more and more gas out here. Then there's been Reggies and mids and stuff like that, which is why before we even got into this video, let me grab that ashtray, I said it depends on your preference. Now, to answer this question the best, I feel like I gotta give y'all what I look for in the good green that I'm looking to, you know, get and pick up and smoke. The OG subs kind of know what I look for and what my preference is when it comes to this beautiful, marvelous plant. I like the fart. I like the doo-doo. If it don't got a hint of like just skunk or some sort of like just OG funk to it, I don't necessarily like it. Like, to put it in the best words, go to Taco Bell, get you something off the menu. Now, I want you to smash. It gotta be a late night when you go to Taco Bell. Smash that food. The next morning that you wake up, bubble guts is coming out of you. You smell it? That's that smell that I want on that kush. I'm not gonna lie to you. And one thing I have noticed with the, you know, the OG funk kush that just stank usually has a more potent high than all your fruity smelling kushes out there or higher THC percentage. Now, THC percentages don't matter. I want y'all to keep that in mind. Now, it's a whole bunch of different factors that go into it, such as the terpene. Now, most of the subs that like, you know, that fruity, good tasting gas, bro, that's gonna be what you're looking for. You're looking for the terpenes percentage to be pretty high, like 3% and above for some terpenes. Usually gonna be some good tasting kush, not gonna lie to you. But now, I ain't influencing you to do nothing. I'm just trying to make sure all my niggas out here trying to, you know, smoke some good dope. If they want to smoke that good dope, you grown, man. Do your thing. Gotta say it, dude. Second strike. Now look, we gonna get into some good indicators to tell whether the green is gonna hit or whether it's not gonna hit. Good indicator. First things first, everybody uses these eyeballs first, right? Now, the bag appeal is usually what catches the ordinary smoker first. Like, if it looks good, you gonna think that it might smoke good and it might taste good and smell good and all that other stuff. But in reality, the market with cannabis right now, bro, everything is gonna have some sort of bag appeal. But it's a lot of bag appeal out here that just doesn't hit for shit, bro. I'm gonna just keep it 100 with you. Now, I'm not saying that all pretty kush is not gonna hit, but moral of the story is we use our eyes as well as our nose to indicate whether the kush is good or not, whether we gonna get it or not. So what I look for with my eyes first is the structure of the bud, whether it is fluffy, whether it is dense. Usually with your more dense buds, it's gonna be more gassy. Just from personal experience, bro. Now, I have had fluffy bud that's hit, of course, like your cereal milks, your Gorilla Glues, all that is fluffy, but those are also your hybrids. Now, your sativas tend to be a little bit more fluffy than your indicas. If you are an indica person, most indica is gonna be a little bit denser than your sativas. That's just how it goes. So really the first thing I do when I'm looking at some good green is I'm looking at the density, right? And then of course you're looking at the colors that's in it. Usually the more dark green with the orange hairs on it, that's my preference as of right now. Now, I have, in the past, the purple, the vibranium is gonna hit, but that's the trick with purple kush, bro. You might get some purple kush that don't hit for nothing, bro. It's just trash. Now, there's a lot of purple trash out here, ladies and gentlemen. If you didn't know, now you know. Now, that's usually what the casual, common smoker looks for. Somebody who's just trying to smoke, who don't really give a damn about all the science behind it, which is fine. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, you got to understand, just because it's purple don't mean it's going to hit, bruh. I be trying to preach that on this channel just because it's a lot of purple strains nowadays, specifically to my generation. Like, anybody who is smoking kush as of right now, bro, the thing that you probably gonna find the most in every dispensary, speaking strictly flower wise, is probably gonna be something that's purple, bro. Purple strains are flooding out the market right now. And I don't got a problem with that. It's just, I feel like the growers for these big marijuana, companies such as Cookies and all that, they looking at more of the bag appeal and not looking for that potency, because usually the potent weed, bro, be the ugliest, fam. I'm trying to tell you, I done had some ugly greenery that just hits far better, way better than any purple weed that I've ever had, bro, and that's straight up. But I'm not trying to sit here and bash all the purple strains out here. I'm not trying to bash their preference or whatever you prefer. Whatever you prefer is what you prefer, bro. Whatever is working for you, it's working for you. But at the end of the day, as a real gas station member, I feel like it is my duty to let the gang members know about all the BS with the hype strains and shit like that, bro. It don't matter what the strain name is, bro. Now, the main indicator that I've noticed, strictly from eye appeal, like, we gonna get into the smell and the way it breaks down and the actual smoking of it part later in this video, so you better stay tuned, nigga. But as of right now, just with the eyes, one thing that I do look for as well is the crystals, the trichomes that's glistening when you put the flash on it or any type of light. Like, you shouldn't have to put the flash on your kush just to bring the life out of it. Like, when you see it in whatever light that you in, it should be sparkling or glistening in the light. I want the trichome profile on the bud to be just popping. Like, when you see it, it should look like a chandelier, some VVs on it. Now, as we all know, like I said, pretty does not equal potency, does not equal good weed at all. Like, I never used to get why the OG smokers was like, man, I ain't rocking with the cannabis nowadays because they just trying to make it all purple and pretty. Back in the day, we was smoking real thrax, real gas. It's really hard for me just because I am younger and I wasn't smoking 10, 20 years ago, you feel me? But as of today, the weed is way better than it was 10 or 20 years ago, just because evolution. It's the same with technology. It's the same with cars. It's the same with planes. It's the same with all this, man. As time goes on, you gain more and more knowledge and you figure out, hey, how to make it better, how to make it better. That's just some human shit, man. We try and make it better and better and better. Now, that could be a good thing and it could be a downfall because, not gonna lie, the potency factor in this kush nowadays is, it's a little bit ridiculous when it comes to like the THC percentages, bro. Because back then, if I had to estimate what the average THC percentage on flower, we're talking about specifically flower. 10 years ago, it was probably like 15. You could find a bad ad 20%er, but it would usually be costing way more. Nowadays, on average, bro, it's probably like 22% THC out here. Just, that's average. Now, you can find your high 30%ers and stuff like that. But like I said, THC percentages doesn't necessarily mean something is stronger or more potent just because it's how your body is reacting to you smoking or, you know, you indulging in that cushion, man. But a next good indicator on whether the kush is good or not is the smell of it. Now, this is really kind of like a two-part because like I said already in the beginning, I like fart. I like doo-doo, skunk, poot in a jar, seal it up. I like that, man. I don't know why. I just, you know, when you inhale it, ooh, boy, tastes like burnt rubber. Now, from time to time, I do enjoy smoking, you know, the good tasting green and the, you know, flavorful, fruity kush out here. But like I said, those are usually not as potent as something that's just tasting like pure gas and earth. Now, I said when it comes to smell, it's a two-parter just because whenever you getting that good gas, bro, you're gonna smell it. That's usually what the first thing people do. They look at it, then they whiff it, right? Now, the second part to this is when you breaking it down. I always break down the green with this hand right here. You know what I'm saying? This right hand specifically, you see it, finger banging. Once I'm breaking it down and, you know, you get the little stickiness on it, the terps and the trichomes on your fingers, then I smell it again. You know what I'm saying? Give it a little. Because as you break your weed down, bro, the smell and everything, it explodes, bro. Once the bud is like broken down halfway, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like a explosion of weed aroma just all over your room. Now, speaking of breaking down your actual cushion, whenever you are breaking down your weed, also a good indicator to tell whether it is good or not is if it's no seeds. Now, I'm not saying if it is seeds in there that it's bad weed, because every cannabis plant produces seeds. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be at least 1 or 2 seeds. Don't matter how good you cured it, don't matter how good the grower grew it, whatever nutrients he used, it could be the gassiest of the gassiest stuff out here on the market. It's still gonna have 1 or 2 seeds. Now that you know it should only have 1 or 2 seeds, if you breaking down a nug and, you know, in one nug you got 5 or 6 seeds out of one little like regular size nug, that's a good indicator to tell, 1, something went wrong with them growing it, and 2, it might be some midi. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, ain't nothing wrong with it. If that mid get you through, if that rigid get you through, that's what you like, player. I ain't gonna come on here and knock anybody smoking mid or smoking Reggie just because me personally, when I first started smoking, I was smoking mid. Did I know it was mid? No, I didn't, which is why we making this video titled, What is Good Weed? Because some people at the time, you might think, hey, seeds is normal, bro. I'm still getting highly medicated. It must be good. Nah, it just, you know, your tolerance might be a little bit lower, which is why in a smoker's journey, as you go on and, you know, once you pass that first couple of years of smoking, then you really know your preference in weed. You know whether something is good or something is bad. Now, another thing that comes with breaking it down, I always use my hand, like I said, just because I want to see how sticky it is. I want to see how smelly it is on my fingers. I want to see how it actually feels. You know what I'm saying? I want to feel that. Now, once I done broke down the first nug, if it's some annoying weed, like we done all had that annoying strain that's just too sticky, like you don't feel like touching it no more. Because once you get over and you actually start rolling, you know what I'm saying, you flipping the leaf or the paper or whatever, and it gets stuck to that little finger right there, ooh, you done ripped your shit. Frustration, it kicks in. Now, my preference when it comes to the actual breakdown of some weed, I'd rather it break down in like little bitty nugs, just because mostly I smoke leaves as of right now. Now, I did just come off my little joint journey, you know what I'm saying? We almost made it to a whole month of smoking joints, but you know how that go. You got one homie who come in with a leaf who like, man, you ain't gonna hit your hoe. After you done already smoked your J, of course I'm finna hit that hoe. We supposed to be matching. What the hell? But that's a whole nother story for another day. We're not gonna get into that. But I look for the little nugs, like, you know, little small nugs. I don't like the kush that breaks down powdery and, you know what I'm saying, it damn near just shake after you done breaking it down. That indicates that your kush is either, you know, a little bit older or it was dried out too much. But naturally, some strains do, you know, actually break down just powdery, dusty. Whenever I get any type of powdery or dusty kush, bro, I roll joints. It's straight joints that we smoking, man. There's nothing else, just because in the wood, shake and shit, it just don't hit right. Boy, I'm giving so much game. Y'all better hit that subscribe button. Don't play. If you ain't subscribed yet, subscribe. You know what I mean? Now, honestly, I want to say at least 7, 8 times out of 10, whenever you just strictly going by bag appeal, that dark green tint to that kush, I don't know why, but those are usually more potent. They smoke a little bit better than your bright green kushes and all that good stuff. Now, for my sativa people out there, you might want to get the brighter green kush because that's a good indicator of it being a sativa or a sativa dominant hybrid. Now, when it comes to that, you also got to look at that smell. If you smell it and it smells like cleaning products or Pine Sol, Fabuloso, for my niggas who ain't made it yet, yo, we rocking with the Fabuloso. You feel me? That is a very good indicator. Like I said, 7 or 8 times out of 10, that's gonna be a sativa. You got an 80% chance that's a sativa. Now, if it's an indica that smells like cleaning product, in my experience, I've never seen that. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm sitting here trying to think if I've never seen that, y'all. It really just depends. You feel me? So now look, gang, I don't even know if, like, this blunt hitting so hard right now, I don't even know if I'm explaining this well, but I can say more than likely nowadays it's not that much bad weed out here. You know what I'm saying? It's really not. And if it is, you'll know because it'll be a little bit more cheaper than something that's supposed to be the za or the gas. Now, one description I can give you for sure 100% to tell whether your weed is bad or not. If you got some bad weed, like I said, bro, it might be extra seedy. When you break it down, you'll notice like it's not very sticky. Also with the trim job on your bud, if the bud has like, you know, extra dead leaves on the side, you know, that they forgot to trim off, that's usually an indicator of it being more harsh. You know what I'm saying? It's just when you smoke it, get them leaves off. Don't, you know what I'm saying? It might feel like you wasting your green, and you know, if you feeling like that, bro, put them leaves in there, my boy. Real talk, cause we have all been there. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and be like, yeah, shit, I used to take the leaves off my bed. Nah, bro, I'm rolling it all up cause I need it all. But usually that is gonna be a little bit more harsh on the throat area. Now, another good indicator on whether the kush is bad or not is if when you fire it up, after you get about halfway through the blunt, if you don't feel nothing, fam, it's either your tolerance is too high for this certain strain or it's Reggie, you know, mid, whatever you want to call it. Now look, gang, like I said, I don't know whether this video will be helpful for y'all or not. I've been getting asked this question in the comments, in the DMs, all this, so I decided to give my little 2 cents. You know what I'm saying? Remember, the most important part is knowing what type of smoker you are. Are you a smoker who likes strictly terps and fruity kush, and you smoke it for the actual taste, or are you a smoker who likes the potency, who just likes to get high? You want to be the highest you can get off some flower. Cause look here, I'm gonna keep it G100 with you. And this is another thing I want y'all to keep in mind. Don't break the bank. Don't spend your last. All right, I can't even say that, cause you know I done spent my last on some kush before. I ain't gonna be no hypocrite here. But what I'm trying to say is, do not break your back trying to smoke the best of the best that's priced the highest, because the best of the best that's priced the highest might not be the best for that price. You feel me? You might can get some more of another strain that smokes just the same. It just don't have that taste factor for a little bit cheaper. Remember that. And another thing I want y'all to take away from this video before we close out is smoke what you want to smoke, bro. If somebody is saying, oh, you smoking Reggie, nigga, I smoke the best gas in town, nigga, I got the best gas. Fam, everybody says that they are smoking za, and you would be surprised at how many people are actually smoking some regular. It's crazy. But like I said, smoke what you want to smoke. Whatever gets you by, whatever gets you high, that's what you should be indulging in. Remember though, when you first looking at it, that bag appeal, that's the first thing everybody looks at, is how the actual bud looks. Just cause it got a little purple in it, please don't be fooled and think that, you know, the dark green bud right there and the light green bud right there, it don't look as good, bro. Really, it depends on that dust on it. Them trichomes, them VVs. If it's dusty and VV'd up, bro, it's gonna smoke. Now, once again, I'm not influencing you to do anything. And I do gotta say, make sure you subscribe to the second channel. Don't play yourself now. We got a whole bunch of gameplay content as well as some other content cooking up on that channel. And we are being a little bit more consistent on that channel as well as this one. You know, we pushing to 100K subs by the end of this year. I'm not playing, bro. I know a lot of y'all was like, man, I don't know how Deezy gonna pull it off, fam. He only at like 46,000 right now, bro. The Matrix. We're gonna figure the Matrix out together. Much love to everybody that keeps tapping in, that keeps tuning in to the gas station, bro. Without any of you, none of this is possible. I can honestly say this is probably the happiest and most satisfied I've been with the channel's quality and just the video formats as of right now. Now, we are on our second strike, but you know, please, Mr. YouTube, please. It's your boy Deezy, and remember, comment happy birthday, man, if you rock with your boy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never celebrated a birthday like that, but this year I'm feeling real birthday-ish. I don't know why. You see it. Check me out. Much love to the gang as always. Make sure you stay medicated. Make sure you stay safe. It's your boy Deezy, and we signing out the gas station. You feel me? Straight like that. Remember, I don't know what's good and what's bad. But that purple shit, don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. See how I gotta walk out? I'm gonna keep it G100, which I'll be walking off. Then I gotta come back, turn it off, and I gotta edit out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't care, man. Yo, y'all stay safe. Good gas in the air.